Okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead with that fill. So this is where you're going to let me know when you feel full, okay? So here we go. Stopping the water flow from going out now. So water is basically making its way up and into your colon.
Starting to feel a bit full.
Okay.
And it's still going?
Yeah, you're still going. I'm going to release you there. That's good for your first one. And we're starting to get just a little bit coming out. Usually at first there's not too much. It takes a little bit for that fecal matter to soften up and make its way out.
So yeah, this maybe TMI if you don't want to see what's inside my hole, then turn off the video.
So far nothing that exciting. So I want to get in there and get some massage on your colon too. So let me know if you'll be able to see. No, I'm gonna. Can you see past me if I do this?
There we go.
All right. And what we're probably going to do, Marie, is like we did last time. Is we did a little fill and we held it in there just to kind of get things softening up a little bit. And again, if any of the massage on the colon is bothering you, you let me know. And it's starting to see the water change a bit of color again, which usually means that there's something there brewing, wanting to make its way out.
So are you basically trying to push it out or loosen it up?
This stimulates the colon just to wake up and will, just get it moving. It's just a really good way to kind of activate it. Massage works fantastic when you're doing colon hydrotherapy. I think it should always be part of it. Without it, you're not going to get as good a result. It just really stimulates everything to get moving, and can get the water in a little bit deeper, and as you can see, we're not even putting more water in, and the water keeps changing a little bit of color. It's harder for you to see that water change under that bright light, but I can see it here in the hose.
Should I get a shot of the hose?
It's kind of diminished again. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do, you feel okay right now?
Yeah, feel fine.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do another one of those fills, and this time I want to just hold that water in there for a little bit, okay?
Okay, so this is the hose connecting.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to fill, and you let me know before you get that feeling of really full where you want to release. We're just going to hold it.
Okay, it's filling, So, yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm not like super duper full.
That's perfect. So what we're going to try and do too is we're just going to try and hold this here, and in about 30 seconds to a minute, we're going to try and put a little bit more in, and then we'll release. And this just gives that fecal matter an absorption. It's called the soaking method. Sometimes it works really good, and sometimes we're better off just to keep doing fills and releases. But in some cases, it's really good to just get that water in there, let it do a little bit of soaking, and then get it out. So
just like dirty dishes.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm feeling a tiny bit of
cramping.
Yeah, a tiny bit of cramping.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to release. Sometimes it just stimulates a release to happen, and that's what we're wanting. So we're going to go with it, and here we go. So I want you to take nice deep breaths right down to the tummy. Perfect.
Oh, you can see something in there.
Yeah, it's starting to come.
And focus on the hose.
Oh, yeah, you can see more. Yeah, from the hose.
Hope no one I'm dating is going to ever watch this.
So in the beginning here, I work a little bit more on this section of the colon because that's where we're getting the water in right away. But typically we want to work all the way from the cecum area here where the ileocecal valve is and work our way up, massaging into the corners here because that's where a lot of buildup can take place.
I feel like that's the area where it's more a little more crampy.
This side?
Normal? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's actually, you know, very common. The colon's kind of waking up and getting stimulated, and yeah, and that seems to be an area for you because that water's changing color again. How are you feeling right now, Marie? Any cramps or?
It's a slight, like, I don't even want to call it a cramp. It's just sort of like I can feel
something, yeah, okay.
Something, but I definitely feel more comfortable than I did the first time.
Excellent, yeah. That's so. I hear that all the time. The first time that you're just, yeah, you don't know what to expect really. Even though I've gone over everything, yeah, you know, it's still a whole new experience. All right, so if you're feeling okay, we're going to go ahead with another fill and a hold, okay?
Okay.
All right, so here we go. We're
That's
filling.
The timer.
And this is a pressure gauge. Let me know before you get too full. And this is the temperature gauge.
Starting to feel slightly full.
Okay, I'm just going to hold you there because again, I'd like to let that sit and I'd like to get some more water in there. Unless, of course, it stimulates you to feel like you need to release, then we're going to open up, okay?
I felt like just for a moment like I needed to release, but then it passed.
And that's quite common too because it'll move to another area, or it could be a gas bubble in there that it just gets past. So that's excellent.
So should I try and hold it like as long as I can?
Yeah, let's try and hold it. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable though, so if you start to really feel like a release is on the way, let's just let it go. Let's work with it. But if you can hold it, let's hold it, and we'll do another fill here. Okay. And actually, while the water's in here, I'm just gonna. So did you manage to try and, I think we talked about replacing one of those coffees with a green drink.
Yeah, no.
No, okay.
I've had it in mind. I did have, I've been making an effort to have more green smoothies, but I have not been super successful with them. I've got to get back in the habit. I was having them every day.
Oh, good.
But I just got out of the habit, and it's really hard to...
It's hard to get back into, yeah, I know. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to fill again with some more water, okay?
Okay.
So here we go. We're going to fill and release, okay? So you let me know as soon as you've taken the amount of water that you feel like you can tolerate.
Okay, I'm going to give a shot of the pressure gauge.
That's right there. So your gauge is staying quite steady. It's just starting to rise now.
Feeling fullish.
Can you go a bit more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I want you to take a nice deep breath. There we go. You're having a nice release there.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. I'm going to move this back so it stays out of the... And just remember to breathe and take those nice deep breaths, yeah? I'm just going to work my way all the way around your colon here. And so again, quite common in the beginning of a colonic for not too much to happen. It takes a little bit for the fecal matter to kind of absorb water, soften up and get moving. It also takes a little bit for the colon to, you know, wake up and realize that it's time to get its little workout in.
Feeling a tiny bit nauseous. Just
Okay, let's do that peppermint again. And just, yeah, rub it in as much as you can there with the one hand. And nice deep breaths. Don't get it in your eyes. Yeah,
I'm just inhaling some peppermint essential oil.
Works wonders if you're feeling kind of nauseous, which can happen when you're starting to feel a release coming on. It can make you feel a little queasy. Sometimes people get crampy. Sometimes we can just be releasing and having conversation, and it's just moving its way out and there's no feeling whatsoever. Those are the great colonics I wish I had all the time. But I get quite crampy, and then when it moves its way out, you just feel so good. And here comes a little piece of something.
So I'm curious about if the colon absorbs stuff really quickly, then sometimes people do like coffee enemas. Right. Is that, I mean, that would give you a really big jolt of caffeine, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. This part of the colon that the coffee goes into is just this beginning part here. And that section of the colon is supposed to have the same acidity level as the coffee itself. Because that's another issue that people bring up, is coffee's so acidic, I don't want to put it into my body. But our body has areas that are acidic and alkaline, and like for example our stomach is very acidic, but when you put the coffee in this way, it's going to travel through different sections of the body, and it's going to go through very alkaline areas, and we don't want to put too much acidic in our body. But when you do the coffee enema, the coffee just stays in this area right here, and they say that there's a portal vein there, and it just takes the properties, not the coffee, up to the liver, causes the liver to purge into the gallbladder, dumps into the gallbladder, and basically eliminates it.
So
now, interesting, it's cleaning the liver, that's right. Now, interesting, if I have a cup of coffee, I'm really jittery, and have this like a high, and then I have this drop. But if I do a coffee enema, it doesn't happen to me. So as much as it absorbs, it doesn't absorb that caffeine. Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.